what really matters to the people there is to eliminate poverty, to stop so many children from dying of AIDS or malaria or dengue fever or whatever it might be, to raise the standard of living in their villages and doing them broken down in certain stages. So this is an example of how a discovery activity might look. Just have our thoughts control emotions a lot. So controlling our thoughts will control our emotions.
It's like it's like making a checklist in your mind that, okay, this is what things that you need to do to prepare yourself before.
That too. But I want to just come back to that emotion thing too for a second. If I'm angry, I'm aware, I'm noticing, I'm really related to is what is the difference in someone who says, I am going to lose 20 pounds. I really need to. I want to lose 20 pounds. But every time there's a cake in front of me, well, tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. Start tomorrow. Or you know that you want to work out, but you say, well, my day's too long. Doing what it takes. The other part of sort of the whole emotional intelligence, and I like social
all of them. Empathy.
Calm down without macam marah-marah ke.
Boleh memahami macam mana itu
get this other person into a resourceful state where they can think again. You did various things.
Back to Kennedy. Kennedy was being emotional.
Yes, very.
So what Kenny did was Kenny actually centered him.
Yeah.
There was a centering process there. So it's not about getting Kennedy to make a decision, but allowing Kennedy to have the confidence and the conviction of his decision. So I thought it was beautiful what Kenny did.
Yeah. Sort of the thinking about your design and, you know, sort of the ideas you started writing down. If there's something that, you know, you would like to ask or need to be able to sort of continue to think about it, just wanted to take a little time to see if there's something that somebody has.
You know, you talked about the timing.
Yeah.
Like I remember you touched on it on the connection.
Yes.
What about the rest of the phases?
You know, I guess that's hard to answer with one thing. I mean, and it really includes a very elaborate simulation, where in the simulation they really do a lot of practicing almost and getting just inbuilt feedback. Then that sort of means that's a big chunk, but you also then don't need to do maybe the assimilation. You just do a little bit after that and then the implementation. So that means everything else is adjusted around that. But if you do a presentation, then you're going to have a lot of activation to reach mastery. Sometimes you do a connection phase that's almost tied in with the discovery, so it's almost like one thing. So that's hard to answer. A rule of thumb, though, is that about 2/3 of the time, however you design it in, is dedicated to practice and mastery. So think about that a moment. That isn't you lecture for 3 hours and then they practice for 10 minutes. No, it would be you lecture for 10 minutes and they practice for 3 hours. So it's the emphasis is on. A friend of mine lived in Japan for many years, and she brought it back with her. And it's a ritual she experienced many times. At the end of of a merger, sorry, I'm pointing to you because I know something on the phone. At the end of a merger, at the end of an important meeting, and it could be, of course, like at the end of here. And it's called Sonbonjimi. Sonbonjimi means 3 clap closing. And there are 2 parts to this. There is a part where we share certain things with one another in this space, which we'll do. And then it ends with a 3 clap closing, which we're going to practice. It looks like this. So 3 times 3 and then 1. So let's all do that. I really appreciate, I really appreciate the opportunity to work with people at care.
Of this seminar, I've heard that accelerated learning is very, very interesting. It also require you to do a lot of training in terms of a lot of doing, like a lot of designing. Then only you can master about it. And I'm sure these 2 days is very, very minimal. I look forward for the next level so that I can apply and help the organization that I'm working with more. I really want to give a very, very good, deep impact to the company.